morning, everyone. It is Rebecca from the Stitchery, and as you can see out the window, it is still dark out. I do not normally get up this early. So, when I filmed my last yarn tourism video, and I went to Concord, New Hampshire, I know I had mentioned with Mike that we really wanted to get to Vermont. There was a lot of reasons for this. The biggest one being that I used to spend most of my summers in Vermont with my family, and I sort of think of it as being kind of like my home, even though I haven't lived there in a very long time. And I just really wanted to get Mike there. Anyway, when I made that video, I thought it would be months before we got there, but then the opportunity came up so we could go this week, just a week later. So we are leaving in a couple of hours. I'm already all packed, and I'm about to make a coffee for the morning. Something with maple syrup in it, I think. It's appropriate. But I mostly got up this early so I could weave for an hour for Woven November without skipping a day. So, I am going to do my best to film a bit on this trip. We are going to be hitting another yarn shop. The Green Mountain Yarn Shop in, I think it's in Rutland, Vermont. I have to check. It's been a very long time since I went there, and actually if you check my old blogs, you'll find some like photos of various trips to Vermont, and I definitely stopped there on those, mostly for spinning fiber, because they, at the time when I visited, they did have some really beautiful bats, and if they have those, I will probably pick those up again. Beyond that, I'm not really sure where we're going. Probably somewhere with food. So I guess we'll find out. I'm going to go make myself a latte now and hopefully wake up enough to get some weaving done. So we're back at the hotel, and I can start talking about what we did at each of our stops and just intersperse this with the clips from the actual trip. So the first stop we did was Quiche Gorge, which I love. He had never been there before, but I've been there quite a few times. And they had added a new shop that I did not expect. We'd actually stopped there to just get cabbage cheese, which I think we got the bacon and the everything bagel ones. But yes, at the very end was a new shop, Living the Dream Alpaca Farm, and it was basically a whole bonus yarn shop to visit. They also had like hats and gloves and that sort of stuff, but I did get some yarn. Before I show you the yarn, I got a magnet with a black alpaca on it. They all had names, but I forgot to ask the name of the black one. And I got this really cute little pin. And then for yarn, I got, this one here is alpaca peds, which is 20% alpaca, 65% superwash wool, and 15% nylon. And this one is in the color Nudibranch, and it's like tropical colors. And then for pure alpaca, I got 3 skeins of classic alpaca, 100% baby alpaca, and I got these 3 colors, which I think will go really well with the Nudibranch. See, they're just all really tropical. I think they go well together. And Mike got a hat. I love his hat. So after that, we went to the yarn shop that I actually planned on going to. So let me just stop the camera for a second and switch over to that bag of yarn. Forgot, I also bought this, and it is the cutest thing in the universe, and I love it, and it's so soft. It's made of baby alpaca, and it's very fluffy. I love it.
Don't worry, you're still alive.
Yeah,
it's just the fur.
It's not like it's leather on the back. It seems to be felted to it, I think. Anyway, next yarn shop. One that I hadn't been to in like 4 years at least, but I knew about it obviously. It was different than I remembered, but I think it's just because it's been so long. It was organized differently, so I had a little bit of trouble finding what I was looking for. So my goal was to get yarn to make my stepmother's fingerless gloves. So the first one I picked up was this one, which is the Barocco Ultra Wool Chunky. And this color is, what did they call it? I guess 4326. However, this is not the one I'm going to end up using for her gloves. I bought it anyway just so I could show her both, but the one I actually settled on was Malabrigo Rios in denim, which is such a soft yarn, and I think she'll really like this one, and I can do like some purple accents if necessary. So for me, I got 2 skeins of Rios, and every time I see these 2 colors, I had wanted them, and I finally decided to commit and get them. So I got 1 skein of water green and 1 skein of Chris. Yes, Mike, it's named Chris. And they're just really pretty. I think they'll look great together. And I also bought a skein of Sugar Bush Drizzle in, I have no idea what color this is, Red Sky. Now, when you go up towards the register, they also had a wide variety of different, like little leftover bits of yarn. So I got all these little bits. And somewhere around here, I also got a sticker for Green Mountain Yarn Company, but I think it's in my backpack, so I don't have it right next to me right now. But lots of little bits of yarn for weaving. I'm really excited to play with those. And he did come in with me. He was my shopping basket. Unfortunately. He'll be okay. But it was fun. So for our lunch, which ended up being more like dinner, a while ago I had gone to the Vermont Tap House. So that's where I wanted to go again. It's in Rutland. It was a very long wait, but that is because all of the restaurants in Rutland are extremely low staffed right now. So yeah, it was, I think they only had 2 servers total. That said, when I did eventually get my food, it was delicious. I got a pizza with goat cheese and maple syrup drizzled on top, and then like mozzarella and I think rosemary. It was called the maple goat, I believe. And then instead of a pizza sauce, it was just olive oil. It was amazing. So I would happily buy another one of those. Although more likely what's going to happen is I'm going to just end up making my own pizza with goat cheese and maple syrup, because I think it would do really well with like a sweet sausage. When I worked at a different place, we had a pizza that had hot honey and then like spicy sausage on it, and it was my favorite pizza. I think it also had dates. So it was dates, hot honey, and spicy sausage. I just love that whole savory and then sweet dynamic. It's just the best. So I really enjoyed it. I don't remember what you got.
Calzone.
Okay.
Meat calzone.
Right. You got the meat lovers.
I believe it had pepperoni,
Ham. Maybe sausage. There was 3 meats, I know that.
Sausage or something, and then it had like a...
And I know you can hear all of our family talking in the background there in the other room.
What was that? The cheese that begins with R.
Ricotta.
Yeah, it had ricotta cheese in it.
Yeah. And
which
then
was kind of odd, but...
It's like what's in ravioli or lasagna, right? Like it was sort of layered like a lasagna in there. Kind of.
So it was hard to tell.
Anyway, after that we went to my family's favorite place. So my family is obsessed with Gills, and they get their subs there every time we come to Vermont. And they're kind of a Vermont famous thing. But they are really good. They are cash only if you ever decide to go there, so you do have to bring cash. But we ordered ahead of time because all of my family members back home like placed orders. So they brought it out, and it was just like a big cardboard box of subs.
Ridiculous.
It was a lot of subs. He has a pastrami sub somewhere when he feels like eating it.
If we can find it.
I know where it is. You're the only person that bought a small.
Oh, really?
Everyone else got larges.
I feel sheepish.
But yeah, it wasn't bad. And then we stopped at a market, and I picked up some stuff for my food. Like, I found a locally made bread that was like a maple oat bread, which sounded really good. I got maple soda and maple yogurt, and there's a theme here. No, but in all seriousness, if I'm rating flavors, my favorite flavor for anything is maple. Like, it's absolute favorite. And then below that is mint, and then like coffee, and then salted caramel.
I did pick up some Andes candies. They're cherry flavored.
Yeah, cherry is like in his top 4, while maple is my top 4.
These Andes candies are good.
Yeah, he does like those.
I just tried one.
I mean, I'm finishing up a maple soda, so.
I just tried one while I was out there.
They were good?
Yeah.
That's good. So other than that, we're at the hotel now, so it's just resting, and then tomorrow we'll have breakfast here and then start heading home. I can probably finish the tunic tonight, actually. All I have left to do is like from under the bust to the shoulders, and then the collar, and it's sleeveless, so it's not actually that much more. I think it's like 12 inches, so not bad. It's just I can't work in the round anymore because I'll have to do the front and the back and then stitch them together, so I'm being lazy, but I can probably get it done tonight. So we're gonna get settled down, probably eat our leftovers for dinner, and then we'll head out in the morning. Is there anything else you wanted to say? Man, they're talking a lot. All right, see you soon.
Dress is done. I'm home. The trip is over. I guess that ties everything together. That's probably the last trip video for this year. We do have one last trip before the year is over, but I don't believe there's any yarn shops in that area at all, just like Michael's and Joann's. So I'm probably not going to do a separate video for that trip, although it will get added into the Woven November stuff for the week that the trip happens. That said, I hope you enjoyed this, and if you have any questions or any place you want me to visit in the future, please leave a comment below, and don't forget to like and subscribe so that I can continue to grow this channel. Thank you so much for watching.